That's better. And I just got a text. Give me a second. By the way, this is not a phone. This is a tablet. But today I'm not going to talk about my tablet and my hair. The rainy weather outside. It's somehow sunny, but it's been raining the past 8 days, I think. I don't know. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about scripts. Mostly about screenplays. I mean, my first screenplay at least. I'm going to tell you guys about my experience, so that way you guys can learn from my experience, and that way you guys can't make the same mistakes I did. See, I just made a mistake there. Anyways, let's get started. Alright, when I did my first screenplay, it's not tough. It's not really that hard. It's not challenging. But it takes a lot of time though. It takes a lot of time. If you're like me and you just graduated from high school and you still live with your brothers and sisters, and then they take up all the computer time. Yeah, we have one computer. Yeah, we're poor. What are you gonna do about it? Just kidding, we have 3 computers. Tablet. And we all have smartphones, so, but this is a different story. It takes time though. For me, to come up with my idea, I had to walk around the park, or I worked at my farm. My dad worked at his farm. I had to work there, and then I kept thinking about what movie should I do, what movie I should do, and then when I come up with an idea, I stick with it for the whole day. And then I get bored with it, and then I forget about it. I'm just kidding, I don't forget about it. I write down in a little paper, a little notebook I used to carry around, and then I think about it. I don't obsessively think about it, I just think about it. I just mentally, throughout the day, I just think about, would this be cool, or this part would be cool. I'm not going to give away my script, I'm just going to say, this part would be cool, or hey, this chase might be cool right here in this area, or at the park, or, you know. This is what I do. I go outside and I walk around. I just walk around, or I just, anytime I have a creative idea that I want to do. For instance, this movie I wanted to do for a while. I wanted to do for many years, but I never had time to do it. And the weird thing is, this movie, I'm going to be optimistic here. This movie is going to become a series, being optimistic, and they have the best ending. The best ending came from me from a dream, but I'm not going to spoil the ending for you. And I walk around, I think about, since I'm a young filmmaker, I got to think about what places, what areas I can use for free or for permission. For instance, I can use my school, or the school stadium, or I can use the park, or I can use the old school, like the very old school that no one ever goes to. That kind of stuff. And it's a good thing to build up relationships. Right now, I'm a very kind guy, and I can talk to anybody, and usually people say yes, usually people say no. But when you write your first script, make sure it's not too over the top. As you see, if you film like New York City, there's a big explosion, like in Spider-Man 2. Like in Spider-Man 2, there's a big explosion, and there's lightning bolts coming out everywhere, and Spider-Man is catching a very heavy car that you probably couldn't do that. I mean, your screenplay gotta be at least in your general area. I try to think about all of the areas or places I could use, all of the free places I can use, like the park or the school. Then I start putting it together. I start putting out every storyline that I can go through. Here's a little thing about actors. Make sure you have, okay, another tip. If you have actors that want to be in your film, put them in your film. Put them in your film. There'll be a lot of help. Those people will actually be dedicated. For me at least, because at least all the friends that say they want to be in a film, I know they'll be dedicated and I know they will help me. So that's the start. And then after you put it together, start writing. Start writing, start putting dialogue, start putting characters, the actors that you found, start putting it, start typing it. It'll take you a while though, because you have to make it more realistic. You have to make up lines, you have to make up story arcs, you have to make up Act 1, Act 2, and then Act 3. If it helps you tell the story, I'm gonna do it. I think the challenging part for me is doing it in a small budget. That's the challenging part. Right now I don't have a big budget to do all these action, all the gunfights, all the explosions. I don't have the budget to do like live explosions. So right now I have to do it on the computer. And when it's done, I made my friend read it. My friend that's really good at English. She reads it over and sees any spelling errors or anything like that. Spelling errors or any plot holes or anything like that. And then she gives it to me. And then I retype it, and I retype it, and I give it to her. And then she reads it, and then gives it to me. And then I do a final draft. More comfortable story, and then I'll start planning my film. It's a really good feeling when you finish it and then give it to your friend and they say it's a good script and they give it back to you and you fix your spelling errors, and when you're done, it's a really good feeling. So if you're scared of writing down your script, just sitting down the blank piece of paper and write it down. For me, it's easier just to walk around outside or to have music in my ears or have anything imaginative just flowing through my brain like music. Thank you guys for watching, and hopefully this video helps you. Hopefully it helps you with your script writing, and hopefully it helps you with everything else. Have a nice day and have a nice script write. Adios!